What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you an absolutely amazing video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and in today's video we are talking about the Commander Spotlight for Lathar. Okay, he is the new Tier 2 evil commander introduced here in Season 3, okay? I just unlocked him a few minutes ago, and I decided what better time to do a Commander Spotlight video than right meow. So here we go. First things first, Lathar is a balanced commander, which means he gains +2 skill points and 25 to all stats, which will be useful in building out his command, okay? He is an undead ring wraith, right? So he's going to share the typical ring wraith trees. His stat-wise, his might is 2.36 per level. Extremely high might. Very, very impressive. His focus is 0.61 per level, which is very far below average. And then his speed is 1.58 per level, which is definitely well above average for Tier 2. His overall stats per level are phenomenal, okay? Into the skills themselves, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about his skills, and then we'll talk about my recommended initial PvP build after reviewing it, okay? First things first, the Pallbearer skill tree is brand new to this game. This Pallbearer skill tree is extremely powerful. All three of the abilities are absolutely phenomenal. The Pallbearer gives 30% damage to Reapers and Stalkers, which are the Orc-type infantry units that gain 70% bonus damage after round 5, or going into round 5, I should say. Then it has this amazing effect where if there's another unit on the field, your Reapers/Stalkers will not be the primary targets. This is essentially a Swan Knight type moment, where you can redirect other damage, redirect auto attack damage to other targets on the field, okay? Extremely valuable. It will keep your Reapers and Stalkers alive till late in the fight. Then we have the Deliberate Strike, which is just a half-decent nuke on a 2-round cooldown, okay? Feint here is going to be triggered every time your commander deals 5 instances of damage. So an auto attack would be 1 instance, right? The Deliberate Strike would be another instance, and any other damage-initiating abilities would help trigger Feint. Okay, Feint is going to give your units a 35% bonus damage for their next hit. So, if Reapers already have 30% bonus damage from this, you're in round 5, they have plus 70% bonus damage from that, so now they're at 100. This will put them at 135% bonus damage on their auto attacks to the Reapers. Absolutely insane, okay? Now, the Reaper tree itself is also pretty strong. It's going to give you enormous amount of might. Lathar is going to have ginormous might on this commander himself, which is going to really help because Precise Blow is going to deal good damage, and then Heartseeker is going to deal good damage. Both of these on a 1-round cooldown. Because they're both on a 1-round cooldown, they will massively affect your ability to trigger Feint, okay? So, no matter what you do, if you put points in Fate, make sure that you put at least 2 points in Reaper, so you can put 1 point in Precise Blow and 1 point in Heartseeker in order to trigger Feint more quickly, okay? The next skill, of course, is the Ring Wraith tree. This is pretty standard. It has the Nazgul Screech and the Morgul Poison. Morgul Poison and Nazgul Screech damage will both help you trigger Feint, so stick points in both of those if you can. And then the R5 tree is also unique to this commander, the Master of the Fallen. This is going to give your Fallen somewhere around a 60% bonus damage, further affected by your might, for the Fallen Knight's first attack. This could probably end up being somewhere around the 90 to 105% damage range because his might is absolutely ginormous, okay? So this is going to help your Fallen be very strong. But if you're not running Fallen, this tree is still going to be good for you because it's going to give you armor corrosion for your Reapers, okay? I would definitely grab armor corrosion if you are high enough for spec level to get into there, okay? And then lastly, mounted combat is going to really help your Fallen units put out a lot of damage. My only complaint about this commander is Pallbearer only gives bonus damage to Reapers and Stalkers. I feel like it should be bonus damage to Reapers, Stalkers, and Fallen. That would make the Fallen more valuable. Since the Fallen only get bonus damage on their first attack, then it drops off. Unlike a Theoden using Marshals, for example, the Marshals will gain that bonus damage for their first several attacks, but they'll also be affected by Rohirrim and Theoden's R5 tree for plus damage. So on a mixed PvP server, Theoden or Eowyn or Eomor, any of those commanders that have either mounted combat or Rohirrim will be a little bit stronger for your Fallen than this actual Master of the Fallen tree. So that's my only complaint. Either make this first damaged, make it for the first 4 hits, or maybe for the first 2 rounds. I mean, let's make it a little bit more valuable than just the first hit, okay? But overall, very strong commander, guys. I'm really, really excited to get him leveled up. Recommended builds, okay? Obviously, the Reapers are going to be the way to go. The Tier 3 Reapers are going to be phenomenal. You can pair them with any other unit, whether it's Crushers or whatever you really want. Crushers would be great because Crushers would apply a a defense reduction debuff to the enemy of minus 20 defense, which will really help your Stalkers put out and your Reapers put out more damage. So I would put 29 out of 29 points into Pallbearer. Okay, keep in mind you get 2 bonus points from your 2 bonus points from him being balanced. I went too quickly. Let me back it up. So, Balanced Commander, right? With the Balanced Commander, let's just say you have this guy at Respect level 3, okay? R3 is going to be 50, plus 3, plus 2 from Balance, plus 4 from Weapon Wisdom, okay? Once he's Wisdomed up, his proficiency level is 4 out of 4, and your Respect level 3, you will have 59 skill points to spend, okay? That is going to allow you 59 skill points to plop into these abilities, okay? So you are going to jump down into the Pallbearer, and you're going to hit that at 29 out of 29, okay? Next, you're going to jump over to the Reaper tree, and you're going to do Reaper at 15 out of 15. We're going to do Precise Blow, 7 out of 7. So now we're at, so we got 29 plus 15 plus 7. Okay, so we have 8 ability points left. Here's the deal. We have to put 4 ability points into the Ringwraith tree. You have to put 2 into Ringwraith, 1 into Morgul Poison, and 1 into Nazgul Screech. This is going to give you additional instances of damage to trigger your feints faster. Especially Morgul Poison, because it can trigger 2 rounds in a row, and it can actually be triggering on 2 different targets once you have it stacked. So this has the capability of giving you 2 out of your 5 damage instances per round to trigger feint, okay? Morgul Poison is an absolute must-have. So I would rather you only put 4 points in Heartseeker instead of 7. That way you can put a few points over here, okay? So, that is the analysis, ladies and gentlemen. At Respect level 3, you can have pretty much a fully built out Reaper build for Lathar, okay? At Respect 6, you will be able to maximize his Heartseeker ability and be dealing maximum DPS with Lathar himself, okay? If you can get him up to, and I know this is pretty lofty, but let's just say you're a Mega Whale, and you get him up to R25, you will have exactly enough points to do everything I just told you, as well as put 14 points in Master of the Fallen, and 7 points into Armor Corrosion, okay? So, that's the build, ladies and gents. Run Reapers with this guy. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I would highly recommend a combination of Reapers and Crushers and really just get some phenomenal Orc bonus gear, right? Gear-wise, you're going to want stuff that's good for Orcs, whether it's Reckoning or whatever. You're going to want stuff that's good for Orcs, right? Cutlass will be good. You're going to want to really give a lot of bonus damage as well as might to your commander. So the tracker plate, might and focus could be half decent for you, or you can go into the pure might and grab the Warborn battle plate, which will give you phenomenal might. Any of the above, guys. Really focus on might with this guy because you're going to have phenomenal might from him. All right? Helmet-wise, you want anti-CC, right? What you don't want to do is have your Reapers hit round 5, get 70% bonus damage, and be afflicted by madness. So you're going to want the anti-madness Orc Helm. I don't have one of those right now. I recently cannibalized it. But there's an anti-madness or anti-stun Orc Helm. You're going to want one of those. Okay, and for the accessories, It's really going to be up to you, but I like the idea of using this box of knowledge, which is going to affect the balanced commanders. It's going to be just at 2 refinement, a 30% chance every single round to cure a debuff on Lathar and give him 9% bonus damage. So, very, very strong here. We could see this up at 60% chance when this is max refined. Obviously, that's a long ways away. But lofty goals, ladies and gentlemen. If I can get this sucker to be 5-star refinement, we're looking at a 60% chance every single round to cure a debuff, which would be like a Stunner Madness. Let's just say you're fighting Sauron and you get maddened. Well, you could potentially cleanse that here. Okay? All right. Well, that is the Lathar Commander Spotlight. Ladies and gents, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me the like and sub. I love you all. Long time. Lathar, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely phenomenal. I love him long time. All right. Randy out.